We're going to change things up today. Changeups. One of the best pitches I think that any young kid or any thrower, any pitcher, any athlete in general should learn is the changeup. So a changeup, what we really want to see is this, is that a changeup we want anywhere between 14 to 10 miles an hour slower. For kids that are age 6, 7, we're going to use a certain changeup. Now that changeup is probably not going to be, unless they have bigger hands, it's not going to be what's called a circle change, which is kind of this, okay? What I would like to have them do is, for example, do more of what I call the 3-prong or the trident, if you will, changeup, where they take their fingers and they just spread them out like this over the baseball. But we want to do it right across that edge of the horseshoe and then puts our other finger on this side, which now creates 2-seam action, which is what I want. I want that changeup to drop down and in, okay? The other way I can do it is this. I put my whole hand over the ball and I use this. I put it on the C or the horseshoe part of the ball. And all I got to do is just make sure I throw that C kind of towards my target as I release. Because they have smaller hands, it actually probably is the better one just for grip and all that to get an understanding. Now, circle change and the 3-prong and, the whole hand one, the palm ball that they talk about too, right? Those are going to start to move towards the edge of my hand. No longer in the palm unless it's a palm ball. I mean, that's what it's called. But all the others, like a circle change, will start to move towards the edge of my fingers, if you guys can see that. That's where I'm actually going to be throwing it now versus in the beginning back here. Because now I want to start to get that feel, which is off of the fingertips on each pitch. And what that will do is I'll create a little more whip action as I finish it and throw it. And actually what it does too is it creates a little bit more movement. But I also have to wait for kids to get older in order to do that. Biggest takeaway here. There's a lot of different transitionary steps as we throw a changeup. You have the 3-prong, you have the C changeup, you have the palm ball. When you get to the next level, you then can work into the circle change. Then you can start talking about a split change if you wanted. Still keeping the circle change, still keeping the 3-prong, all of those things, right? But it's as they develop, they need to be able to throw that well because in my mind, it is the great equalizer. It looks like a fastball at the hand because we have fastball intent, and then it dives a little bit at the end. And if you're a righty, really good against lefties. If you're a lefty, vastly important against righties. Like it is a very, very good pitch. It was one of the hardest pitches for me to hit when I was a 2-way guy in college. So develop a changeup, practice it, and then play changeup catch with your buddy, right? You're about like 40 to 60 feet, maybe start playing catch with that at that distance, which creates a little more of that feel. It accelerates that learning curve. So now to wrap this all up, sometimes we got to change it up to throw a changeup. So try different grips, throw different ones, play around with it. Play around with your hand position, play around with the feel of your fingertips, play around with deeper in the hand, further out in the fingers as you get older, right? Do all those things because you never know. You could always develop your own pitch yourself when it comes down to it. Just still a changeup.